Okay, so this is for algebra concepts. This is Unit 1, Notes 3, solving inequalities. So what we're looking at is being able to take the steps we have for solving, which are right here, and applying them to an inequality. So the 4 steps. Number 1, simplify each side of the equal sign by distributing and combining like terms. Basically, get rid of parentheses, put together what can get put together. Number 2, gather the variables to one side, get everything over. Number 3, use addition or subtraction to cancel a constant. Number 4, use multiplication or division to get rid of the coefficient. So those are your 4 steps. Those should be in your notes. So real quick, if we're solving this, I want to distribute here. Be careful, make sure that you get the distribution all the way through. So negative 6x minus 10 and then 4x minus 20. So I want to add 6x to both sides because I don't like having a negative variable. I'm going to add 20 to both sides. So that's going to be 10 on this side. This will zero out. This will zero out. Negative 10 plus 20 is 10. 4x plus 6x is 10x. Divide by 10, divide by 10. X is going to equal 1. That should be pretty easy for you guys by now. This one's going to be a little bit tougher because you got a little bit more work to do. So distribute this through, distribute this through. So you get negative 7p minus 49 plus 3p minus 12 equals negative 17. So be careful. You'd be amazed how many kids will write 7 here or write minus 4 here. That's not right. That's not right. You've got to distribute it all the way through. Now we combine like terms. All right, so negative 7p plus 3p is negative 4p. Minus 49 minus 12 is going to be minus 61. That's going to equal negative 17. So now solving. Let's add 61 to both sides. So I'm left with negative 4p. This is going to be like 61 minus 17, except it's going to be a negative. So when I divide by 4, negative 4, this actually becomes positive 11. So positive 11 is my answer. So what do the inequality symbols mean? Remember, there's 4 of them. So the big arrow pointing left, the big arrow pointing left, or right. Pointing left means less than, means not as much or fewer than. Arrow pointing right is greater than, so that's going to be more than, bigger, whatever. Less than or equal to means at most or no more than. Those are kind of your key English words. And then last is greater than, would be greater than or equal to, so it's going to be no less than or at least. So big one here. Remember to reverse the symbol when multiplying or dividing by a negative number. Multiplying or dividing by a negative number switches the sign. So here, I'm going to get right into that. I distribute this. So now I subtract 32. When I do that, this becomes negative 20w. This becomes 20. I divide by negative 20. When I do that, that is negative. So that means I'm going to be left with w not greater than, but it's going to be w less than negative 1. So it's going to be switched. Right? I don't add any of the equal part. I don't put a line underneath of it. It's just going to be switch direction. So y is less than negative 1, open circle, point left. That's how you do that one. So here, negative 13, negative 13, negative 4k is less than or equal to, that's going to be 14. So when I divide by negative 4, k is going to switch directions here, and this becomes negative 3 and 1/2. All right, so Negative 3 1/2 is going to be right here. That's a full circle, and we're going that way. That's what that looks like. So here, take a minute, see if you can do this one by yourself. So hit pause, try it, and then hit play again, and we'll get it going. So take a second, hit pause, and do it. Okay, so start off by subtracting 4x, and then subtracting 5 from both sides. So that zeroes out, that zeroes out. You're left with 5x greater than 10. Little division, there's no negative, so I don't switch the direction of the sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open circle, going right. That's what that's going to look like. So likewise here, subtract 5, subtract 5. B over negative 3 is less than 5. So now when I multiply, this cancels out. That's B. I'm multiplying by a negative number. That means I've got to switch the direction of the sign. This has got to switch because this is negative. All right, so kind of just rewrite it here. It's going to be an open circle going right. So this one's kind of a big mess. So let's take this one piece at a time. So let's start with distributing. So let's distribute. So that's going to be 3D minus 16D plus 18 greater than negative 2D minus 4. So now if I put these two together, that's negative 13D plus 18. So now let's start moving some things around. So I want to add 13D to both sides. I want to add 4 to both sides. So that zeroes out, that zeroes out. Negative 2D plus 13D, that is going to give me 11D. And on this side, I'm going to have 22. So now after all that, I'm positive and positive. So what I end up with is 2 greater than D. So now if you're confused by the letter being on this side, don't get too caught up about it. If I want to switch it around, that's fine, but I just got to switch these around. Okay, so if I switch that around, that's fine, but I got to switch the direction of the arrow too. So what this is saying is, go less than 2. So last, we got to be getting towards the end here, so check out this one. So here I got 30Z minus 18 less than or equal to 36Z. So subtract 30Z, subtract 30Z. So negative 18 less than or equal to 6Z. So now a little division. Be careful because just because this is negative on top doesn't mean I switch the sign. This is the important one, the denominator. That's not negative, so I don't switch the direction of the sign. I keep the sign the same way. So that's going to be full circle. Negative 3 is less than Z, so if I wanted to flip that around, that's fine, but the arrow's got to be pointed the right direction. So I'm going that way. So an amusement park charges $50 for admission and $250 for each ride. You go to the park with $60. Write and solve an inequality that represents the possible number of rides you could go on. So if you've got $60 total, that's all the money you got. So it's going to cost you $15 to get in plus $250 for each ride. All right, so let R be the number of rides you can go on. So that's R, but it's got to be less than or equal to 60. All right, so when I subtract 15 from both sides, I'm left with 2.5 R is less than or equal to $45. That's all I got left, and that's all I got to run with. So 45 bucks divided by 2.5 is going to give me my answer. So when I do that, R's got to be less than or equal to 18. So I can go on, at most, 18 rides. So you have $18.50 to spend on pizza. Pizza's good. It costs $14 for just cheese plus 75 cents for each additional topping. So what can you put on your pizza, basically? So if we let T be the toppings. So you want $14 plus 75 cents for each topping, less than or equal to $18.50. So that's what you're working with from there. So now subtract 14, subtract 14. So 75 cents a topping is less than or equal to $4.50. Little division. So your topping is less than or equal to 6 toppings. That's all you get, 6 toppings. So that is the most number you can get with that. That's all I got. If you got questions, come talk to me.